We are under the matchup in store between the Wizards and the Elite. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jesus Luzardo will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Julio Rodriguez. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Guys, we take a look at the home 9 as they take the field tonight. They come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
Good night for baseball. 69 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2. And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Jordan Luplow. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Man, I love this angle. Looking right down the line, you can see that he generates his power from his lower half, taking it down the line for a clean double. Great look there.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. Comes in here right at 260 and even 20 home runs, 53 RBIs. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Called strike in a dangerous location there, 1-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
The 1-2. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through into center field, base hit. Now a long throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. And that certainly represents a career milestone. Hit number 1,000.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. 1,000 isn't a milestone that's going to get everyone talking, but as an individual, you have to feel pretty good about it. He'll definitely be wanting that ball for his trophy case.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Takes this the other way to right. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. The relay, and he's safe.
One team's dream inning is another team's nightmare, right? That's their 3rd hit of this opening inning. This one a double. That's got to have the pitcher pretty upset out there, and the manager wondering how long he's going to go in this one.
So here's the slugging first baseman Jose Abreu now. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes the 0-1. Softly hit toward the hole. Scooped up. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. Time now to give you a look at the batting order for the visiting squad. Vero, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Well, Matty, the defense better be on its toes today because this lineup likes to put the ball in play. A lot of guys from 1 through 9. Good barrel awareness. Put the ball in play. Pass the baton to the next guy. Keep the defense on their toes.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Fouled off. The set and the 1-1. Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike 2.
You know, this isn't a ballpark that yields a lot of runs, so when you've got a chance like this to put some early runs on the board, it becomes...
Ouch, that one hit him.
Some people in the crowd don't like that, but did not want to hit a guy in the first inning. We'll see if he can regain his control or if his control becomes an issue.
So stepping in, Brian Dozier, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Oh, he needed to get ahead, and he does with the fastball. It's 0-1. Lifted into center field. Acuña's there for it. And it'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left stranded. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Wizards are out in front here, 1-0. Lance Lynn is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can tell by this strikeout to walk ratio 2-1 that this guy is more a pitch to contact guy than a strikeout walk guy.
Yes, sir. Donuts in the seats, yes, sir. Got engaged, but she still don't wanna flirt. She double tap my picture, she so flirty. Draco with the drum, and it's dirty. I ain't never been.
Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard back up the middle, and that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swinging there as he's on to kick off the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in. Kept his hands on the baseball. And really makes it right
Guys, you take a look at our visiting club as they enter play here this evening. They've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is Casey.
Now, meanwhile, the throw to second is there, and he is out trying to steal the base. One out, nobody on. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Rodriguez is there. 2 down.
Ready now, Juan Soto. What a season he's having. Entering play, leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Not sure this guy really has a legit shot at winning the Triple Crown. He's not the top 5 in home runs, but he certainly has had a rock-solid season.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Lynn looks in. Here's the delivery. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
This is where you cash your checks right here. 3-1. You're one of the best hitters in the game. You live for situations like this.
2 out, nobody on. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. 1 inning in the books here. Kansas City is out in front here, 1-0. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Dylan Carlson. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest.
Dylan Carlson.
First pitch of the at-bat. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
All right, here's how the home side's lining up defensively. And I'm focusing on outfielder Juan Soto today. Obviously, the bat plays. We've seen it a time or two. This guy can go line to line with the quickness and go deep in a hurry. But defensively, he makes the game look easy as well, and a strong arm to back it up.
Bottom part of the zone, a good changeup gets the call. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 3 homers and a dozen RBIs. Line toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he's in there easily at second with a 1-out double.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
Stepping in now, Julio Rodriguez, as he rips it on the ground to second. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Stepping in, Jordan Luplow. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat. Curveball, 1 ball, no strikes. 2-0 now.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
2-1, here it is.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And another foul ball. The set, and the 2-2. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Hey, there's a good job of battling right there, D-Row. Pitcher had the advantage with 2 outs, 2 strikes. You're 1 pitch away, and boy, what a terrific piece of hitting right there.
Yeah, that's a great job right there. Some guys are not afraid to hit with 2 strikes. They'll take that pitcher deep in the count, feeling comfortable about it. That's the type of hitter this guy is, and he was able to come through.
Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one.
Wow, and the hits just keep piling up for them. Take a look at the numbers here. That's already 6 hits, and we're only in the 2nd inning. We'll see if they can keep this up as the innings go on.
And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. A dive, but he's back. The 1-0 is taken, strike 1. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. 2-2 to Marcell Ozuna.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
3-2 pitch. Ozuna swings, and it's hit well to left. Left fielder looking up at the track, the wall, and that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 24 home runs for him on the season as they extend the lead to 5-0.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Now batting, the first baseman.
So here's Jose Abreu. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. And that's a special home run. Jose Abreu continues to add to his major league total. That's the 200th home run in what's turning into a pretty nice career.
And guys, 200 homers is a feat a lot of players never even get close to. If you get to this point, you've definitely established yourself as something of a decent power threat. So you can bet pitchers are aware of his power when he steps into the batter's box. He's definitely earned some respect.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, Gurriel.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Here comes Bob Melvin out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Matt Bowman is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. At the plate now, Lourdes Gurriel, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Skied into straightaway right. Henniger is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So this once slim lead is slim no longer as 5 runs come across to score to help build a substantial advantage. On now to the bottom of the second. The Wizards are out on top 6-0. Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
I think get some base runners. It's part of the patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
All my friends are shut down. Fucking robots. Let me or not. Infield in the overshift here now. The pitch.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Count now a ball and a strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
Action pitch right here, 2-2. The last thing you want to do is to fall behind and count 3-2.
Okay, here's a defense for the away team. And let's focus our attention on first baseman Jose Abreu. We know the bat plays, the ability to drive the ball out opposite field, no problem. But I don't think people realize how soft this guy's hands are at first base, constantly bailing his other infielders out.
Into the box now, Yordan Alvarez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 23 homers and an even 80 RBIs. And it's fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Chopper to short. Fielded cleanly, and that's the second out.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So baseman right here with John, and we're going to get Gleyber Torres. Lynn gets the sign. Here's the first pitch. Fly ball
away right. Rodriguez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Here's Brian Dozier now. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. And with one away, time for a quick check of the standings, and it'll show you that these guys had the division race all sewn up as they look forward to baseball in October. Digging in to try it again, Dylan Carlson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1.
Ball, that's inside.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1. All even now, 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Sherton Apostle will be next. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
You know who's the happiest man in the building right now? His starting pitcher. He's got a big old smile on his face. He knows he has a 6-run lead here in the early going to work with. You can't let that take away your edge, though.
Standing in now, Sherton Apostle. Ball 1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. Hit the other way out toward right field. On the run is Henniger, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Julio Rodriguez. No hits to this point. Swinging a ball lifted into straightaway center. Acuna's there for it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over.
I agree with you, Dan. He's going to get hot if he wants to chase down this coveted batting title. He's got to find a way to not chase the numbers and trust the process each time he steps in the box. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So with 1 gone.
we take a look at the current standings entering play, and it's not all that pretty. As you can see, these guys are well back in the division race, already looking forward to next year. Now with the play.
This guy's having a really good year for his age, but this is something we've seen a lot lately. Young players coming up and impacting the lineup.
First offering on its way. Fastball in there.
Called strike.
0-1.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. The pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. But this will land untouched. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. Into the box. And he'll take his first base here.
He gets the sign. Here's his offering.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
That one's in there. 3-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Now in the box, Jordan Luplow. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. And now a pitch on the way. Good pitch there, had him a little out in front. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
Torres scoops it up. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. And there's a final look at the numbers for the starter in this one. Certainly not the night he wanted to have.
One of the tough things to do when you're trying to have a good pitching performance is keep the ball in the ballpark. He was filling up the strike zone, but he did allow 2 home runs.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Acuna is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Marcell Ozuna.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the big RBI bat of Marcell Ozuna.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that's your set it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Throw in time, and the side is retired.
top of the order now, and that brings forward Ronald Acuna Jr.
Lots of baseball left in this one. You better move early on. You better move far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on.
And set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs. Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
The 2-0 on the way is looked at for the first strike. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
The 2-2.
Helpful.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Here's a huge swing by Acuna and a drive to deep left. Boom goes the dynamite.
You better move. Solo shot here to left. 34 home runs now on the year, and they're on the board at 6-1.
You better move, you better move, you better move, you better move, you better move. Louis my shoes, pull out my whip on 23. I say I got, I had to split. It's like a bag, she gonna
do. Probably in Malik's room. Maybe. What's up?
And the play, Jazz Chisholm.
As he takes a bold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. One and one. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is taken on the inside corner. Strike 3.
Anytime you get rookies just breaking into the big leagues, you have to expect a certain amount of this. There aren't any easy at-bats at this level, and you really have to learn how to slow the game down in your head because everything feels like it's so much faster up here.
Now to the plate.
Looking to put the ball in play here. Went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball.
You could tell he was late on that one, and we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Again, another foul ball. 1 out, nobody on. And he looks at a ball, 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
Back up the middle. He's right there. And there are 2 away now.
Bases are empty here with 2 gone, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Leland steps into his windup. Here's the first pitch.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. And the cutter got him swinging. Strike 3, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1 base hit, the home run, no errors, and no one left. We played 4 full. The Wizards on top 6-1. So striding in, Lourdes Gurriel. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
Lourdes Gurriel.
First offering on its way. This is on the ground over to first. He's got it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, second baseman, Brian Dozier.
Standing in, Brian Dozier. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west.
Oh, hold on here. Well hit into deep left center, and I don't think this one's coming back. No siree. This one is gone. It's a solo shot here from Brian Dozier. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as it's now a 6-run ball game. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D-Roll. Ball flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Dylan Carlson.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. Ryan Stanek gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Into the box, Dylan Carlson, and he puts it on the ground to second. Torres has it, and there's out number 2.
The batter, the third baseman, Sherton Apostle.
Digging in once again, Sherton Apostle. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike. Ball 2.
When you're down 6 on the mound, you got to at least throw strikes here.
Pitch on the way. High fly ball out to deep right field. Ranging back is Henniger. On the warning track, he makes the catch. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. On to the bottom of the 5th. Kansas City leads this one 7-1. Next will be the designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Line toward right center. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances. So far, it's been easy to through this pitcher. He's done with his lineup almost unscathed. I get a say, middle part of the game, let's see if he makes it into this one. And to bring up Jordan Turner. He swings and
It in the air out to shallow right field. Rodriguez has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now the 1-0. Alvarez leads off first with 1 away. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Booyah! to him is taken low and away for ball one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hard hit ball to short. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Dan, how hard
So Joey. We just need a hit. We just need a base hit, Joey. Base hit.
Strike one. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. Now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
That's wide, 2-0. This is line to left. Ozuna is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Well, he hit that.
I don't excite it and I'm more creative. It's like a couple big deals, but it's no parade. It's a couple niggas every generation. And when it's supposed to make it out,
So far this Lincoln set. Here comes the first pitch.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Count is 1-2 now. Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Ozuna. And they can't run it down. The 1-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We're through 5 innings here tonight. It's now 7-3. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Julio Rodriguez. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 0-1. Here's the pitch. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2. Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the second time tonight.
On the mound, he's thinking, grab some pine, Rook. Listen, for almost everyone, the adjustment to hitting big league pitching is a big one. Some guys have success when they first get called up, but as soon as teams start figuring out how to get you out, that's when the learning process really starts.
To the plate now, Jordan Luplow, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes set with the 0-1. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Wilson Ramos.
Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Lifetime against this particular arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits in 2 at-bats. Scooped up. Torres at the bag. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Wizards are out in front, 7-3. Bottom of the 6th inning now.
Juan Soto to the plate now. He was retired due to ground ball last time. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the front pitch. In there for strike one.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Going back is the center fielder. It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
Long shot against center. His rookie 1-4 of the season. Now it's 7 miles long. I see something that you can't feel. I'm gonna show her that too.
Pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. Outside with the cut fastball there, and it's a 2-ball count.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2. Base is empty here with nobody out. And that's low, so a good eye there as he works the count back full. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that in the end than watching him and serving one up. It could really hurt.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. Over the first is in time for the first down.
Here's when the defense in 2008. Same on second base, but going first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really show off his speed.
I don't hit again. Dog, are you fucking kidding? My hat, my shoes, my coat, these the pastures.
Now batting, Porter, over 2 from his first part of this one. First pitch on its way.
A high fastball is in there.
They teach pitchers to keep the ball down, but if you can locate upstairs like that, it really gives you the ability.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Center fielder going back. It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe
What I'm supposed to do now, man, the game all messed up. How I'm supposed to stand out when everybody gets dressed up so good. At the Grammys, I went ultra to culture. Yeah, that tuxedo might have been a little Guido, but with my ego, I was standing in a speedo when he was dropping. Fucking ego, it's glory, it's story, it's change, the polo, nice, the crime, and everybody with logos. Smoke on empty, ripping my mama photos. They cash money on clothes, drip logos. The further story, yeah, it's you don't block. The door got so hard and I'm here. And I'm asking out a girlfriend, she in a dark skin. And when she asked about the speed beside me, we winning them when you meet me in person. What does it feel like? I know, I'm the better in real life. I hear people go back.
look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. And he just ramps up and gears the fastball by him. 0-2.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
A ball and 2 strikes to Mitch Haniger. The 1-2 misses. Ball 2. 3 runs already home here. And that misses, so it's a full count. 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
And he misses. Ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Now batting.
Strikes. The 1-0 home misses for the second ball. Still only 1 out in the inning. High and deep to left center field. And oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. And the tying run is in to score all the way from first. It's a 7-7 game.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double to drive in another run. This guy is a money run producer.
At the plate now. Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. Ozuna will range to his left as he cracks this one down in left center for the second end of the inning. He thought about a third there, but retreats back to second safely. So there's a 7-2 down now. Rather than the Oakland's dangerous one over Junior Jr. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
4 runs here in this half inning. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
No reason to give in to him here with a base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Marcell Ozuna, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. And that's swung on and missed for strike 1.
He's going to step out of the box, adjust his bat and gloves, and pray he gets the exact same pitch as that one. Because if it comes again, we like to refer to that one in the biz as a cement mixer.
High and deep down the left field line. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 0-2 once more. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away when you fall behind 0-2.
Standing in now, Jose Abreu, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And he fouls this one off. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Soto is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The bat, number 13, shortstop, Lourdes Gurriel.
Ready for another chance? Lourdes Gurriel. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And they have taken the lead. A solo shot here to left, number 23 for him thus far, as they grab an 8-7 lead in this seesaw game. Brian Dozier at the plate. Ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. That evens it up 1-1. Now the pitch. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Here he comes again, 1-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. So they pick up a run on the solo home run, as that'll give them the lead. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. Kansas City is on top here, 8-7. Zach Britton gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Stepping up to the plate.
Existing far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1.
All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
1-1 the count. Pitch on the way.
2-1.
Sinker, 3-2 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Lifted the other way to left center. Ozuna is under it, 1 down.
The left fielder, number
22. He's got it in his three guys ass to this point.
And that last at-bat was way deep. He turned around a pretty good fastball, so I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball.
So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out, and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
0-1, here's the pitch.
Right down, 1-1.
1 out, nobody on. Hit hard to the right, but foul. The 1-2.
Ball, that's out.
They haven't played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, they weren't going to keep this guy down.
That's the ebbs and flows of a baseball season. This guy has he was going to go out of it.
corner. It's ball one. 0 for 2 for him to this point. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
3-0 now.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
It was obvious.
Runners at first and second, and 1 gone. Pulled toward right center field. Low back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. In there at third, the possible tying run. Big things never really left off. Torres thinks he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just
90 feet away at third. 1-0 the count. 1-0. Here it is.
2-0.
Well, both of those balls have been inside, so if I'm hitting, I'm looking for something I can get my arms extended on. Probably won't come back inside for a third time.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. Mitch Haniger would be next. Big spot. 2 out. Possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And up next, the corner outfielder, Mitch Haniger. Line drive to center field.
Let's go! Let's go! Ah!
3 runs come across, and they'll take the lead here in the late going.
You'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good. It especially when you start to score runs late in the game, quality pitching, when runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
Bring this home.
Into the box.
Get that shit out of here. Oh.
2 for 3 and
Look for more here. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Good location on the outside corner there. 1-2. Grounded back up the middle. Throw, got him. What a play as the side is retired. 3 thumbs up here in the booth following this gorgeous play at second base. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. Ready to begin the 8th. Coming to the plate now, Dylan Carlson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Josh Hader has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Hader.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Nope.
As we near the end of this one, I think it's safe to say that the story of the game has undoubtedly been the long ball. Guys, what do you think about what we've witnessed?
Well, as a former offensive player, I absolutely love it. Kudos to both lineups for doing absolute damage today. One of the most fun watches of the year.
You know, D-Roll, what this shows me is this new age way of guys going up there, and they're swinging hard. You need to make good pitches, quality pitches. And if you don't have command of the fastball, you're in for a long day. And we saw that here this afternoon, a ball flying out at near record pace.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
And in a 2-run game right here, you really don't want to walk the leadoff guy to start an inning. You've got to keep that tying run in the on-deck circle as long as you can.
Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Third baseman, Sherten Apostle.
Now at the plate, Sherten Apostle. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. Slider bends into the middle of the strike zone, taken for a strike.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
A pause and the 0-2.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And that's the second out. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. At the plate, Julio Rodriguez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Bounce towards the second baseman. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Wander Suero is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Wander Suero.
Bottom of the inning now. Stepping into the box. He's working on 1 for 13 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Edge of the zone that time taken and ruled a strike. And he takes strike 2.
Hey, back-to-back, same pitch, same spot. Don't be shocked if he goes right back out there. If I'm a hitter, that's where I'm sitting. Everyone would think he wants to go somewhere else. He might go right exactly to the same spot.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2.
Wow, that pitch wasn't even close, and he almost chased it. If I'm the pitcher, I'm going to expand the zone even more on the next one.
Boy, good cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something speed. I think he just dribbled the trigger on that.
Picture, she so flirty. Draco with the drum and it's dirty. I ain't never pressed, it's so dirty.
Acuna digs in now. This is a look at pitch too low. It's ball one. Suero has over 40 innings on his line so far, and with an ERA just hovering around the 3.00 benchmark. Good cut fastball in there. 1-1.
One ball, one
Bases
strike.
are empty. One man out. And here's a ball hit in the air. And no one will track it down. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Niggas feeling lucky, we should go to Vegas. 2018 motor transportation. I'm just feeling over anxious like I'm on the I don't inflate it and I'm more creative. It's like a couple big deals, but it's no parade. Yes, a couple niggas every generation.
He's set and the pitch.
And look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. Swinging a soft liner, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So now with 2 away, the middle of the order gets to bat with opportunities on base.
Even when he doesn't on the barrel, he's still another base. Don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
Here now is Juan Soto. First pitch misses
to him. It's ball one. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game. Swung on by Soto, and he connects to deep right. Boom goes the dynamite.
Go. I'm not hope I make it out of here.
I'm gonna show up, be back
Juan Soto ain't slumping no more.
And after that home run, it looks like it might be able to end this losing streak that they've been married on.
That's just level feels really good, especially when it's been a while. They're on their way, but they can play well the rest of the game.
Shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
Takes that one a little bit low. 3 balls and a strike now.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Full count now, 3-2. Got him. So he's down on strikes for the second time here tonight. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. 9th inning coming up. The Elite lead it 12-8. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Jordan Luplow, and they'll need him to get something going here. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Keller comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make them try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. Here it comes, 0-2. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Good pitch there for the first out here in the 9th. A reminder to stick around after the ball game ends tonight. We'll have full highlights from this evening's contest right here on the show. Stepping into the box, Wilson Ramos. He's set. Here it comes. One out, nobody on. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
That turns out to be a good take on that front door breaking ball, but you have to wonder if that pitch buckled him at all. That was really close to clipping the inside corner.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
So now to the plate, Marcell Ozuna, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. In for a strike, it's 1-1. Keller is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Natty B. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters.
And strike 3 called on a pitch that looked out of the zone. And that's the kind of ball game it's been for these guys, as this one is officially put into the books. 12-8 is the way this contest ends. The Elite earn their 109th win, best in the division. Ryan Stanek wins out of the bullpen his 9th victory of the year. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Klezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 57 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.